And here we are again for another matchup in the first round of the Ultimate Supermarket Lager Championship. And we are just about to reach the end of the first half of the table. Yes, indeed. Let's have a look at the table. So this is the second quarter of the table, so the bottom of the first half. And as we saw in the last matchup, the Bitburger Pils beat the ABK Helles, but it was an incredibly close run thing. It was a really good Helles against a really good Pilsner, and the Pilsner just won out there into the second round. But what will it be taking on in the second round? Well, it'll be one of these two beers. It is either going to be the Hofbrau Original, which was £3.50 in Morrison's, so not the cheapest beer, or this, the Staropramen, but the Czech brewed Staropramen in Lidl, not the UK brewed Staropramen that you can get everywhere else. So this is the proper Staropramen. This is the big hitter. How will it do against some of these big hitters? Because the Hofbrau is a brilliant beer as well. It's a Munich beer. It's a Münchner beer. It's brewed in Bayerisch Reinheitsgebot, whatever that is. And yeah, doesn't say a lot. It's 5.1%, so it's a bit stronger than your usual Munich beers there. And the Staropramen is 5%, so 5.1%, 5%. I imagine they'll be quite different in the tastes. Will I know which is which? That is a different question altogether. But what we're going to do is we're going to get these poured out into glasses, and we're going to have a taste of them, because there's not much more I can say about them really. I mean, Hofbrau, very well known beer in Germany. Staropramen, incredibly well known beer in the Czech Republic, known for its balanced taste. Well, let's have a see. It's been a long time since I've had a Hofbrau. It's going to be very interesting to see how this turns out. So let's get them poured into glasses, and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, here we go. Now, one of them's poured with a nice fluffy head there. One of them poured with a bit of a head, but it's dissipated very, very quickly indeed. Ooh, nice generous helpings this time of these two beers. So yeah, obviously my wife was feeling quite generous when she poured these, but not much more to say. Let's have a look at the colours. So this one is a little bit lighter than this one. This one's got more of an amber hue to it. So it's got a slightly thicker head. This one, the head dissipated quite quickly. It might be the way she poured it. It might have just been a little bit more gradual, giving not much of a head. It had more of a head than that when it was poured, but it's really kind of gone really. So we'll have a see, and we'll see whether that means anything wrong with the beer or whether it's just the way the head pours. Let's get a nose on this one first. So before I do that, just again, which is which for people who want to know. So here you go. This is which one's which. Okay, that one was which one was which. And I'm going to nose this one first because it's on my right. So here we go. So yeah, grassy, malty. Smells wonderful. Smells really good. Something in there, I don't know what it is. A bit floral. Yeah, it's quite floral. A little bit of citrus notes in there. Bit of orange peel. It smells delicious. This really smells good. I am liking the nose on this one because it's a lovely rounded flavour. There's nothing that's really jumping out to me. There's clearly a maltiness in there, but it doesn't seem to be creating that kind of almost sickly sweetness I get sometimes from a maltiness. It smells nice and dry. It smells quite bitter. Oh, it smells banging. Let's have a look at this one. See how this one smells. So this one's smelling a little bit more syrupy. See, I shouldn't have. That's why I like them a little bit less full, so I can swill them. Swilling rim. This one's really full. So this one smells a little bit more syrupy, quite bready. There's no off smells there. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it was just poured a little bit more gradually. It's not giving much away in the nose, this one, but I'm not able to swell it much because it's quite high up. But I'm getting syrup, I'm getting malt. It's quite fragrant. A little bit lemony. There's much more of a syrupiness to this one than there is to this one, which is just smelling a lot drier. I do like the smell of that one, gotta say. Anyway, let's go for the old taste, because the taste will tell us more than the smell. So I'm going in for this one first. Cheers. So yeah, definitely nothing wrong with that. Nice biscuitiness, nice breadiness, a little bit dry on arrival. A little bit light in flavour. It's lovely dry, got a lovely dry bite to it though. So it has got a bit of that syrupiness, but it's not sweet, it's not sickly in the slightest. It's nice and refreshing, it's nice and rounded. Say medium carbonation onto slightly higher carbonation. A little bit more bubbly than some of the beers I've tried. And the flavour that's there, it's quite syrupy, it's a little bit malty, a little bit of a bitterness. It's very refreshing, very pleasant. Okay, let's have a go on this one now. So, the one in the Budvar glass. Let's try this one, see what this one's like. Cheers. So that one's got a drier flavour to it. There's a nice maltiness on it. Again, medium to high carbonation on this one as well. Yeah, it's got a nice bitterness, got a bit more of a bitterness to it, this one. A bit drier in the mouthfeel. Lovely kind of creaminess on the aftertaste. Yeah, I do like the dryness of that. There's no sweetness in this one at all. It's got a lovely dry bite, lovely bit of bitterness to it, but not overly bitter. It's certainly not like that Bitburger. That Bitburger Pils was so much more bitter than this is. But again, it's got a little bit of bitterness to it, a little bit of dryness to it. Yeah, it's tingling the sides of my tongue. Lovely little breadiness on the finish. Let's have a bit of a swill. Okay, this one. Let's go back on this one. Yeah, so this one, it's quite light on flavour. Got a bit of that bitterness, a little bit of maltiness, a little bit of breadiness. It's a little bit more carbonated than this one. I think I might come to a decision already. They're both very nice, but this one is nicer. I wouldn't say it's close. They're both quite similar. This has got more flavour though. This one is a bit lacking in flavour. But this one is interesting, it's tasty, it's bitter. Got a cracking dryness. It's a really lovely beer, that one. I'm really enjoying that. This one is getting a bit more flavour. Coming off that one onto that one. I'm getting more of the flavours from this one as it's warming up a bit. Getting the maltiness, the biscuitiness, the breadiness. A little bit too carbonated for my liking, that one. This one's a bit smoother. But yeah, I mean, they're both really nice beers. They're both better than some of the ones that I've got through, let's face it, so far in the championship. But one of them has to go through. This has got more flavour than that one. They're both, I think, quite similar in flavour, really. This one's got more of a bitterness than that one. This one's cracking, to be fair. So this one's going through. Let's have a little see if I can tell which one's which. So from the smell, really, I would say this was the Staropramen. And from the taste, yeah, I mean, They are quite similar, but this is giving me, I think, more Helles vibes. This is giving me more Czech Pilsner vibes. But again, I have been wrong before, and I'll probably be wrong again. So, yeah, so this one's going through. I'm thinking this is the Staropramen, but we will see. And we will find out in a minute. Right, so the results are in, and I was correct again. So the Staropramen is the one that's going through, because that was the one in the Budvar glass. The Hofbrau original, yeah, I mean, it's nice. I mean, look at it in the bottle. That should have poured with a better head than it did, so there's nothing wrong with the beer. And it's very nice. It's very nice. It's crisp. It's clean. Got a lovely maltiness. Got a lovely syrupiness. It's really well balanced. A little bit light on flavour. I mean, people will know what a good beer this is. Czech brewed Staropramen, different from the UK brewed stuff. It's really nice. It's got more bitterness to it. It's got more flavour. Really well balanced. Goes down easy. And considering it comes in a green bottle, it's not skunked in the slightest. No skunkiness on the smell. No skunkiness on the taste. It's just cracking. So there we go. So the Staropramen. I'm not going to say much more. Staropramen staying in. Hofbrau gone. So that's $3.50. I don't have to spend another bottle of that. So that's good. And the Staropramen is going through from Lidl. This was £1.79 a bottle in Lidl. So this is the cheapest of all the beers in the championship. Let's see how far it can go. So yeah, Staropramen, Czech brewed Staropramen going through to the next round. It's lovely and dry. Lovely and dry. Lovely flavour. Cracking beer. If you've got a Lidl near yours, get one for yourself. See what I mean? It's really good. Anyway, there you go. Staropramen's through. Until next time, have a good one.